Hello, Morongo Basin, and listeners around the world online at Z107.7 FM.com. Here is the Z107.7 Local News for Wednesday, February 25th, 2026. A man on probation for shooting at a home in Landers was arrested on the same block after allegedly stalking a victim and is facing weapons charges. On Sunday at 2:45 p.m., San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputies responded to the 55,500 block of New Dixie Mine Road in Landers. Deputies say that they received a report that John Evans, 64, had been driving back and forth in front of the victim's residence on New Dixie Mine Road. The victim has a restraining order against Evans. Deputies contacted Evans, who is currently on felony probation. They say that he was found with ammunition on his person. Convicted felons are prohibited from possessing ammunition, and Evans was taken into custody. John Evans was arrested on suspicion of being a prohibited person in possession of ammunition and probation violations. He is being held at the West Valley Detention Center without bail. On November 3rd, Evans was arrested on suspicion of firing a gun into a home on the same block of New Dixie Mine Road. He pled guilty to felony vandalism and obstructing an executive officer. The 29 Palms City Council convened last night to hear 3 budget updates and consider a community art project at Freedom Plaza. Reporter Heather Clisby was there.
Last night, the 29 Palms City Council got a deep download on 3 budgets for a mid-fiscal year update. Regarding the general fund, Finance Director Treasurer Abigail Hernandez-Conde stated that the city's operating budget is performing well. Cash and reserves are strong, and the revenue and expenses are within expectations. Meanwhile, Capital Projects Fund and Special Revenue Funds are on track for projects such as Split Rock construction, new animal control truck, and senior center improvements, among others. An interfund transfer request was approved for $183,000 from the general fund. As for the Project Phoenix funds and Enterprise Sewer funds, some slight amendments were made, and Council approved an interfund transfer request for $80,000 from the general fund into the sewer fund for utility connections needed to operate the Project Phoenix package treatment plant. Groundwork Arts Director Rhonda Coleman then pitched Council on a youth-driven tile mural project in Freedom Plaza, noting that $15,000 had already been earmarked for public art in this space. Council gave the green light. In addition to the city funds, the project will also be funded by 2 grants made possible by Groundwork Arts, in addition to a donation by the organization, for a total of nearly $105,000. Paul Razzo, chair of the Public Art Advisory Committee, also spoke up to support the proposal.
So just from the PAC point of view, I just want to say how much that we support this and how refreshing it is. I'm sure all of you know that when you approach someone with a project and we say, this is how much money we have for it, a lot of times the answer is just no, sorry, that's not enough money. And for them to go out and put in so much footwork and just lay the groundwork and say, we don't have enough money right now, but we're going to get enough money and we're going to make this happen, is just so amazing.
The precise location of the mural is yet to be determined. Community engagement will commence in March, and installation is slated for October. Council also heard a departmental update from Public Works Superintendent Craig Stacy. With 12 personnel, the department maintains 6 parks, all roadway medians, Freedom Plaza, and assists with city events. They also handle storm recovery and 150 miles of paved roads, laying down 5,000 to 6,000 tons of asphalt each year. The department also manufactures all city street signs. During public comments, several residents expressed strong feelings against the flock camera surveillance system and again asked Council to place the issue on the agenda for an official community discussion. One speaker, Elliot Balsley, reminded Council that there is a petition urging the city to cut ties with flock. Reporting for Z107.7, I'm Heather Clisby.
If you live in the town of Yucca Valley and want a shipping container on your property for storage, what do you need to do to make sure that it doesn't look like a shipping container? The Yucca Valley Planning Commission addressed that question at last night's meeting. Online news editor Robert Hayden digs in.
The The current Yucca Valley Town Code states if a property owner wants to put a shipping container on a residential lot that is less than 2.5 acres, it must be attached to a permanent foundation and must be architecturally treated to not appear as a shipping container. The Town Code is already in place, and what town staff was asking of the commission at last night's meeting was to help define those terms, architecturally treated, and provide direction on what is acceptable to disguise a shipping container. Town staff showed an example of a shipping container proposed for a home on Apache Trail, which would be painted the same color as the fence and roof on the property. But is that enough for a container to fall into town requirements? Senior town planner Jared Jerome told the commission that because of the variance of architecture styles around town, that there isn't a standard way that residents have previously addressed this requirement. Town staff gave examples of things like adding roofing, siding, wood paneling, or landscaping that could be used to disguise the container. Vice Chair Matthew Thomas came out with a suggestion that whatever treatment is used, it should at least match surrounding buildings.
The best way maybe to look at this thing might be to see if there's a way that we can say that, hey, if you've got a siding in the house or stucco on the house or whatever, maybe you just match the house.
After clarifying that this use case would be for shipping containers used for storage, Commissioner Gerard Noonan expressed doubts that the example shown had enough treatment to fall into town code.
Siding would be good. I don't know if you can put a pitch roof on the darn thing, but I can't think of much that's not going to make that thing look like a shipping container.
Commissioner Clint Stoker agreed and said that homes made out of shipping containers pass the quote eye test of not appearing like a shipping container from the street, but a shipping container used for storage needs to appear as something else.
That's what the intent of the code is. It needs to feel and look like it's something different rather than just a container sitting on a slab. For me, paint is not the consideration to make it feel architecturally different than a container. This just looks like a container that's painted gray.
A consensus wasn't agreed on last night, but Commissioner Thomas's suggestion of a container at least matching the house seemed to get some purchase with the commission. Ultimately, the decision was pushed until a future planning commission meeting, and town staff was asked to prepare other examples of container treatments that Yucca Valley or other jurisdictions have approved. The issue won't be addressed at the next Planning Commission meeting, which has already been canceled due to a lack of quorum. Do you live in the town of Yucca Valley, and do you think a shipping container on your property should be disguised so it doesn't appear as one? You can vote on a poll we have at this story on our website, Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Robert Hayden.
To celebrate the 10-year anniversary of Mojave Trails National Monument, Visit 29 Palms is hosting a free community anniversary celebration this Saturday. The monument was christened on February 12, 2016, and it is one of California's most expansive and historically rich desert landscapes. As the gateway community to Mojave Trails National Monument, 29 Palms plays a key role in connecting visitors to the monument's landscapes, recreation opportunities, and history. Visit 29 Palms is marking the anniversary with a special photo exhibit currently on display at the City of 29 Palms Visitor Center through March 31st. At this Saturday's celebration, guests can enjoy cupcakes, iconic Route 66 root beer, and commemorative giveaways, including Mojave Trails National Monument posters and anniversary pins. Programming during the event will include a screening of Sands of War, a documentary chronicling the Desert Training Center, an 18,000 square mile military training area established by General George S. Patton in 1942, where more than 1 million soldiers trained for World War II in the Mojave Desert. The Mojave Trails National Monument 10-year anniversary celebration is free and open to the public. It's happening this Saturday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the City of 29 Palms Visitor Center. The Copper Mountain College Foundation is hosting their annual Have a Heart for Nursing fundraising event this Saturday. The event benefits Copper Mountain College's nursing students and features a performance by aerialist Wish, a delicious taco bar, no-host bar, exciting raffles, and plenty of fun, all in support of students pursuing careers in nursing. Proceeds from the fundraiser will help alleviate some of the significant costs associated with nursing school, including exams, supplies, and certification fees. The event is Saturday at 6 p.m. in the Bell Center Gymnasium on the Copper Mountain College campus in Joshua Tree. Tickets are $30. They're available online, or you can purchase them directly from a CMC nursing student. And finally, the 29 Palms High School boys varsity tennis team hosted the Hawks of Silverado High School yesterday. The Wildcats lost 3-15. In singles action, Adonai Patu won one set. In doubles action, the team of Michael Acosta and Shad Johnson won one of their sets. The team of Adon Sanchez and Colin McGroarty-Weir won one of their sets. The Wildcats travel to San Gorgonio High School tomorrow. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm News Director Jeff Harmatz.